Hey guys, what's up? This is Legit Cupcake 2260 and I'm bringing you a video on how to make a peyote stitched American flag. So this is what it looks like. This is just one that I did today. I'm doing these for a fundraiser. I'm turning them into keychains, so I figured, while I gotta make a lot of them, I will do a video on it. So what you're gonna need is some gold beads, sparkly pony beads, also some red ones. And I need some blue. Maybe you want to put in just regular white beads for the stars, or I have these little clear sparkly beads, which fell over there. That little clear bead that I have in my hand, it's better. I don't know why the camera's doing that. And also I am using, you need scissors, and I'm using Darius Jewelry Designer stretch cord. You can also use like Bead and Stretch or Stretch Magic. Those also work good. This is just one that happened to be on sale when I went to Joann's craft store. And like I said, pony beads, obviously. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to double up on the string. Oh yeah, and also a sewing needle would be very helpful. It's optional, but I think it's a big help. And also a clip, something like this, or if you have like a clothespin. If you have a clothespin, that's really good too. So, yep. Let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double up on my string. So I already tied on one end to the string. So I'm going to put this part into my needle. And I'm going to do the next one. By the way, if you've never made like a candy cuff or anything, you're going to probably have a hard time with this because it's similar to making like a multi-stitch. It's very similar. So if you don't know how to do that, I would learn how to do that first before you continue with this. But I will be doing a good introduction, I feel like, on that. So yeah. And it's always easy to extend string later. So this is probably, I did about arm's length for the string. Or you could do waist. That'll work too. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this clip, I'm going to put this around it and like put the thing up like this. So that way it sticks nice and tight into the clip. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be stringing on 8 gold beads. So we're going to be doing this bottom right here. So let me turn my camera a little bit. There we go. And also I like putting on the sewing needle because you can put on more than one at a time. 2, 3. So you're going to see the 3 get strung down. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. I'm just trying to get all these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So like I said, 6 gold beads, and that one's going all over. 6. I'm going to add 2 more. 7, 8. Perfect. Okay, and also guys, for this one, I didn't double the string, and you can kind of see that it's not as tight of a weave. That's why I'm kind of testing this out as I go along. But normally when I do candy purses, I do double the string. So I'm trying it in this case. Okay, so we're gonna need 4 more gold. So I like to lay things out ahead of time. I feel like it really helps me keep organized. So I'm gonna lay those out ahead of time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm stringing on that bead, but you don't want it to go there. You want to skip this bead and go into this one. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna show. I know my hand's kind of blocking, so I'm gonna show you what I did. So I skipped the first bead and went to the second bead, and then it makes something like this. Okay, so once you put in your first bead, your first gold bead, it's going to look like this. Wait, let me get like that. Okay. So now I'm going to take another gold bead. it's going through this bead, so I'm going to skip this bead and go into this one. So that's exactly what I'm going to do now. I think I'm going to adjust the camera again. Okay, there we go. That's better. So now we're going to do 2 more of those. Well, actually, yeah, 2 more. Skip a bead, go into the next one. So if you know peyote stitching, I'm not going to completely go over, because if you know how to make a cuff, then you can pretty much do the peyote stitching. In this video, I'm only going over it a little bit, so it's a little bit different. Okay. Oh, sorry guys, you couldn't see. Okay, so I'm just going to go through this end one right here. So I'm going to go through this end one. Okay, now I did that. I think I'm actually going to leave that alone, and I'm going to move on to the stripes. I did a little more gold on the other one, but I want to keep this one a little more smaller, so I'm going to keep it like that. Okay, so what you're going to do next is you're going to get 4 red beads. And there's my white soul. There we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through this bead right here. Okay, wait, let me use this hand. This bead right here. So I'm going to go through it. So if you know peyote stitching, you understand what I'm talking about. But if you don't, I would really recommend learning that first. I'm probably going to do a video just on peyote stitching for the sake of this. But for now, I'm just going to make the flag. Because if you guys know peyote stitching, it does make it so much easier to learn how to make this flag. So, but I'm actually I'll make a video after this doing peyote stitching from Candy Patterns. So I wish my computer worked that was here, but it doesn't. So I don't know how I'm going to do the pattern, unless I just do a basic checkerboard pattern on doing basic peyote stitching. I might do that. Okay, so anyway. Okay, so I'm through this bead, skip this bead, go into this one. Alright, so this angle seems to work for me right here. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to move on. 4 whites. We're going to be doing 6 of these stripes. You could do more if you want. If you want to make it bigger. Really depends how big you want it. Okay. Like I said, I'm only lightly going over peyote stitching. But I got a plan now in order to do a video on basic peyote stitching. So, yeah. And also, the basic peyote stitching is really helpful if you're looking into making a candy purse. Because, you need to do the different panels and things like that. And you got to connect them together. So, makes it a lot easier that way. Okay, sorry. I know that was off camera. That time I know. Alright, so let me get this back on the angle I had it at. Okay, whoops. There we go. There we go. Just focusing. Perfect. Yeah, so... Okay, so I'm just going to keep going through the red beads. So I think that makes it a little easier to understand what I'm doing. And also, I always say this in all my videos, if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment below or message me. That way I could better help you create the different things that I'm trying to help you make out of candy beads, out of pony beads. Well, different candies that are made out of pony beads. Okay. Sorry, my string is like getting on top. Okay, yeah, that was right. Okay. Just wanted to make sure it was right. So like I said, we're just going through the red beads, and then the next time we're going through the white beads. So the red goes through the white goes through the red. So like that. Okay, here we go. Back to... Let me just get this... Just pulling this through. Okay, so now your flag should look like that. And I'm going to do this 2 more times, and then I'm leaving you to do the next rows yourself. We're going to, like I said before, we're going to do 6 all together. So get your 4 red beads out. And we're going to just do the peyote stitching again. So, 1, 2, okay, there we go. I put a red bead on. Oh, whoops, you can't see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so not used to using my iPad as a camera. Okay, so I'm going to go through this white bead over here. So, that white bead right there. So pretty much all the reds are going through the white, like I had said before. Okay. And I'm going to do this one more time after this. And then you guys are going to be on your own. And you can always, rewind the video, while I'm gone, doing the rest of this. Because I feel like sitting here on this video doing this 100 times over is very repetitive. And it gets boring and annoying. And it's like, I know I did this already. So, yeah. And sometimes the string does get tangled on itself, so you just gotta work with it, go with the flow, that kind of thing. And also, like I said, if you don't know how to make candy cuffs, it's a good idea to learn that first before starting to learn peyote stitching. It's pretty much like a cuff except it's flat. That's pretty much what the peyote stitching is. And then the cuffs are from multi-stitch patterns. So you have different things there. So I don't know what this thing is. There we go. Sorry guys, had a little string malfunction. So yeah, I'm back. Okay. I should probably pause at that time, but oh well. Well, it's fixed now, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so like I said, we're going through all the white beads, and we're putting the reds in. So, obviously, we're making the stripes. The gold I just thought was a nice touch, just in general, so yeah. That's where the gold came from, just me in my head. Okay. I'm going to do 2 more stripes with you, then I'm going to pause the video, and I will come back momentarily. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So now take 4 red ones. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm sorry, I just did red. I need white. I'm sorry, guys. Wait. I just stitched the red ones. I really could have kept those out for the next round, but it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. Okay, so now whites are going into the red beads. That's pretty much how you can remember this. So that works. So now, sorry guys, I had to pause for a minute. There. Okay, I'm sorry. And for the background noise, which now it's pretty quiet, but before it was a little loud. With the TVs on and all of this stuff. So next, okay, here we go. I thought that was tangled. I was going to go crazy. Okay, so next I'm going to get one more white. One more white. And put it through the red bead. And then through this, and then to do your next row, you go through this white. I'm sorry guys for the camera. This white bead, and for your next white, then you're just going to do red. I'm sorry, red. You're going to go through this white bead to go through the red, and that. So you're going to be doing 4 more of those stripes, just like that, going back and forth, back and forth. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video here, and then we will do the blue part. Okay, see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, we're back, and now this is what your flag should look like after you add the 6. So I did 4 more on top of the 2 that we had done before. Okay, so over here, right over there, sorry about the camera, I hate when it does this. Okay, so over here I have the beads laid out that we're going to be doing. So first of all, we're going to start out with 1 blue, and you're going to put it through the red bead, just like a regular peyote stitch. And then I'm going to do 3 reds. Oh no, I'm sorry, 3 whites. I don't know why I have red here. Sorry guys, let me just get white. Let me see something. Sorry, I must have set that up wrong. Because if you get confused on like what color you're supposed to do first, just remember, white, you put the red through the white and the white through the red. So just remember that, in case you lose track. So I'm going to put it through this red bead in here. Okay, and guys, sorry for the background noise. And okay, first off, sorry for the background noise, and we are going to get back into the swing. So, what I showed in the last part before I paused was we put this blue and then 3 whites. So now we're going to do 3 reds and 1 blue. So, I'm going to string on onto my needle. Like I said, sewing needles really help. If you don't have a sewing needle, you can always take like a piece of tape and like wind it around your string. That always helps too. So I'm going to take this red, put it on my needle. I'm sorry for the really bad quality of the camera. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, so now, like I said before, the reds go through the whites go through the red. That's how you keep track of how many stripes you did. So, okay. So I'm actually going to be doing another video on how to make a 3D ladder, because that's been something that I wanted to do, and I haven't seen that many videos on it, and it was hard for me to understand them, so hopefully I could do a better one to make you understand. Not that they weren't good, it's just I got very confused, so I'm wondering if I do it a different way, it'll help you guys. Okay, so that's how you do this part. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 blues, as you can see over there, 2 blues and 2 whites. So I'm going to take my blue and I'm going to put it through this blue right here. So I'm just going to do that. And you want to try to pull this one a little tight, because sometimes it gets out of hand. Okay, like that. Alright, so that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I wish I could actually put my camera like that. That would be so much easier, but no. Okay, so now I'm going to take another blue, and I'm going to put it through this red bead right here. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, now it seems to be a little clearer. That's good. Okay, so now I'm going to put 2 whites. So if you know peyote stitching, you know what I'm doing. You're going to put it through the red. I'm trying to go over peyote stitching in this one. I might actually just do a video on basic peyote stitching, because I think that would help you guys a lot in order to understand this video better. And I'm sorry I'm not that clear. I feel like I'm not that clear, but I'm trying. Okay, so now we're going to be doing 2 reds and 2 blues. So I'm going to be, like I said, the reds go through the whites go through the red. So now we have the white going through the red, and then you're going to take your second red and you're going to put it through this white one right here. So I'm going to do that right now. And like I said, sorry for the background noise. I really can't help it today. Okay, usually I make videos when no one's home, but I'm with my grandparents, so it's a little different. You can probably notice the table's different if you've seen my other videos. So now I'm going to put it right here. And no one can stay still. Okay. Okay, and I've just put one more blue. Now I'm going to be putting in a second blue, except I want to pull this a little more. Alright, so I have a lot of cool things coming from this channel. So, thank you so much guys again for 92 subscribers. I'm so thrilled that you guys like my videos, so that's great. Okay, so now I'm going to put the blue one through this blue one on the end. So, I'm going to do that right here. Okay. And you kind of see the difference between, this is when I didn't do the double string. This is me doing the double string. You see it's a little more stable. And I'm sorry for the noise again. Okay, and I don't think I'm going to add stars into this one. I mean, you can, but you know what? I might actually add stars into this one. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to. Okay, hold on. I'm going to only add 3 though, because I don't have that many of these clear beads left. So we're going to be mixing it up a little bit. But if you don't have like clear beads or you don't want to put white stars, whatever the case may be, I'll tell you how to do that. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take one blue. I'm going to be putting it through this top blue right here. And this is when we're going to start starting the stars. And I'm going to put a star right over here. So there's one of your stars, and then I'm going to put in 2 whites. Instead though of putting that star, you could just put a blue there. It doesn't matter. But I'm doing stars in this one. But if you don't want to, that's fine too. Okay, and then put this through the red. So it's pretty much very repetitive with the peyote stitching. The only reason why I'm going to be doing this whole thing with you guys is because the pattern does change a little bit. And once you get it, I think you're starting to see hopefully the wave on the flag, so I think that's pretty cool too. So I'm going to be doing 3 reds and 1 blue, which is the normal thing. So now we're going to be putting through this one right here, on this end one. I'm going to be putting it through. And then I'm going to be putting in next. Sorry guys, I'm like all over the place with this thing. Okay, so now I'm going to be putting this red through this one. And then we're going to be putting in, supposed to put a red through this one. No. Yeah, I'm going to put a red through this one. Through the star. And then, you know what, I'm doing 2 blues. I don't know why I had that set up like that. Should be really 2 blues. But in my case, I'm going to do 1 blue, 1 star. Sorry guys. So, a blue. No, I'm probably actually going to do the 2 blues. Yeah, because I don't want the stars to... You know what? Let me see how the star looks. And then, like I said, I'm kind of doing this as we go along. Like, I don't really have a set thing. That's better. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so now we have our 2 stars. So, I'm going to put that to the side and into my blue bag. I was thinking about doing a Van Gogh Starry Night panel from a pattern, so whatever you guys think about that, let me know, because I think it'd be a really cool thing to do. I found it on candypatterns.com, and I think it's really awesome. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 blues and 2 whites. So, like I said, wherever these stars are, you just replace them with blue if you don't want the stars, or you just use a white instead if you don't have sparkly star. Another reason why I'm doing this whole thing with you guys is because, like I said, the pattern changes a lot. I can make a list on the description about like the colors and stuff, but I feel like that'd be too confusing. So, like I said, 2 blues and then 2 whites. Okay, so 2 whites. Sorry guys, that was my hand. Okay. Two whites. Okay, so now we're going to be doing 2 reds and 2 blues. So now what I'm going to do is put in, like I said, through the white. I keep repeating myself, but like I said, peyote stitching is very repetitive. So I'm going to be doing, I'm going to actually do one more star, so I'm going to be doing a star through this blue right here. And now I'm going to be doing another blue. Okay, sorry guys, my string got a little tangled. There we go. And, okay, good. So now we're going to be doing 2 blues and then 2 whites. So, 2 blues and then 2 whites. And we're actually almost done. And then you know how to tie off a peyote stitch. If you don't, I'll go over it a little bit. So this is what the flag should look like so far. So it's looking really good, and we're going to be doing this one more time actually, and then we're done and we can tie it off. So I actually have just enough string. Wow, I actually did good on measuring by eye this time. Okay, so now I'm going to do 2 reds and 2 blues. So put the red through the white. Okay, hold on, let me just put it this way. That way you guys can see what I'm doing. And then, my string is like really low. And yes, I'm sorry for the background noise again. Okay, 2 blues. So, yep. And then one more blue. So this is your flag, and this is it's done. You kind of see it has a little wave to it, which is pretty cool. I'm turning these into keychains for later. But yeah, so what you would do now is you kind of sew the string and hide it into the beads and tie it. And that's how you would pretty much finish this off. So that's really how to do it. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have any questions, comment below, or message me on YouTube. Thank you guys.